Starting Over. Story by Linda Barr. Illustrations by Cornelius Van Wright. When you hear this sound, turn the page. Chapter 1. Lunch period is next for us fifth graders, Caitlin told Mercedes at the end of their science class. Do you want me to show you where the cafeteria is? Mercedes smiled and nodded. If you don't, I'll get lost for sure. On her first day at Green Street School, she needed any help she could get. When they got to the cafeteria, it was already crowded and noisy. Whatever you do, don't sit over there, Caitlin warned. She was pointing at a table in the corner by the windows. Those boys sit there at lunch every day, and they're always playing gross tricks on each other. Yesterday, I saw Philip pour a ton of salt on Henry's spaghetti when Henry wasn't looking. As soon as Henry took a bite, he ran out of the cafeteria with his hand over his mouth. I think he was heading for the restroom. Yuck, Mercedes said. She hoped those boys didn't like to play tricks on new kids. She wanted to make a good impression here at Green Street. It would be really awful if everyone ended up laughing at her. Then Caitlin leaned close so she could whisper to Mercedes, "The kids at the table in front of us are the nerds. You know, they always know all the answers in every class, and they do extra credit assignments even when they don't have to. You probably had some nerds in your old school, right?" Two of the kids at the far end of this table were reading books while they ate their lunches. Another three kids looked like they were having an entertaining conversation. At least they were all smiling, and no one was dashing for the restroom. Actually, Mercedes thought to herself, this table looks like a good place for me to sit. Still, she wanted Caitlin to think she was cool, so she nodded and said, "Oh, you're right. We did have nerds at my old school." Thank goodness, she thought. Otherwise, where would I fit in? Now, Caitlin told Mercedes, I'll show you the table where you should sit. It's the best table in the whole cafeteria. She motioned for Mercedes to follow her to the other side of the cafeteria. Three girls sitting at a table there had their heads together, whispering about something. Mercedes couldn't help noticing that all three girls had their hair braided into cornrows. One of the girls had curly blonde hair, however. Her cornrows were pretty much a disaster. Caitlin pulled out a chair and plopped down. This is Mercedes, and this is her first day at Green Street. For a second, none of the other girls said anything, but Mercedes...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?